Hi, I'm Kameo with OMG Goodies. I'm here today to review the MoiChef professional chef's knife. It's 7 inches long and it is made of ceramic. Today we're going to be making pico de gallo. I've got some tomatoes and onions and garlic that started here. I want to show you especially how this works on tomatoes. Before you get started too far though, I want to let you know that I did receive this knife for free for review purposes. So, I love the way that this knife works on tomatoes. You'll notice that it just slices right through it. I like my tomato slices a little bit smaller when I make pico de gallo, so I can slice it right in half there. It doesn't smush the tomato at all. It does nothing to hurt or bruise this fruit. It is absolutely amazing. If you look here, I can just go right through that. You'll notice that it just slides right through. I've not had a knife that I can do this with. In fact, usually when I make pico de gallo, I have to use 2 different knives to be able to make this particular dish. I love the way the knife just goes right through it. The other things that I love about this knife is the grip is super comfortable to use. It's easy for me to just push right through. My hand isn't up against the counter or the cutting board at all, getting knocked around. The ceramic knives are more antibacterial, and the best part is that they leave your food tasting how it's intended to taste, so it doesn't taste like steel at any given point. Okay, now that we've added the tomatoes and the onion and the garlic, I'm going to go ahead and add the jalapeno. This is not necessarily my favorite part because it does mean my hands get that lovely jalapeno flavor on there. However, I love my salsa and my pico de gallo with a little bit of kick to it, so I'm going to go ahead and leave those seeds right in there. It's going to be nice and spicy for me. You'll notice it just slides right through everything that I'm cutting. It does it just the way it needs to do it. Alright, I can do some quick slicing and dicing here. One of the other things that I like about this knife, I'll show you here in a second. I love that I can go back through and give it another once over to get those sizes a little bit smaller. I don't like my jalapenos to be too big as I take a bite of them. So I do want to go back through and just get them a little bit more fine. I grew up in a house where we'd have salsa all the time. We'd go out anytime we had colds or were sick, we'd make salsa, or we'd have salsa and chips to make our noses run and our eyes water. And I have just always enjoyed the flavor of a good salsa and good jalapeno, whether it be in a pico de gallo or in a different type of salsa. Alright, so now we've added that, I'm going to give it a quick stir here. Okay, cilantro. Cilantro, by nature, is not fun to cut. It doesn't like to be cut. Knives don't like it. But I want to show you what this MoiChef ceramic knife can do. Look at it just slide right through that. Even slices, no browning, no mashing. It's getting that cut just the way I want it. Give it a nice turn here. This is better than any of my steel knives have ever done on any of the cilantro that I've cut. I also love that this knife can be used on lettuce. If you use this on any lettuce, it will not brown your lettuce. Your lettuce will not react with the knife the way that it will react with steel knives, and it will go ahead and just leave you with the most beautiful lettuce that you can still continue to store in your fridge without having any problems. So add that right in there. Alright, we are almost done. I love the way that pico de gallo is quick, and this knife just makes it all that much faster. This time I wanted to go ahead and add an avocado into the pico. I haven't always done that, but I thought it would be a nice touch into this particular one. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. That knife just slid right through that beautiful skin of the avocado. I'm going to go ahead and just score it here. It's not causing any problems with this avocado. It's going right through it, but I'm also able to control it easily with this grip so that it's not cutting into my finger as I go through and pull that through. You do have to be careful with your knife so that you don't break it. So you don't want to bend it or use it to pry anything out. So I went ahead and removed that pit with the spoon. Okay, score that again. I'm just going to take my spoon and scoop it right in. Okay, now as we are almost finished, I'll go ahead and grab some lime. The lime juice is one of the things that will just keep this pico tasting beautiful. It adds just a little bit of a nice citrusy flavor into it. See how it just goes right through there. It also will help keep that avocado nice and green, which is what we want. I like to use as much of the juice as I can get out of here without getting any seeds. That's the goal. Okay. Oh, this side is where all the juice is. Okay. Now you would salt and flavor this to taste. I'm going to go ahead and leave it here as we finish off this video. Give it a nice stir. We've got a beautiful pico de gallo. I've only had to use one knife. The MoiChef Professional Chef's Knife. It's 7 inches long with a metal finish. Thank you for watching. You can read the rest of my review at omggoodies.com.